All right, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word now, true faith and sincerity. And today, just want to get into a lesson concerning the mark of the beast and how this system that's coming on the planet Earth is pretty much is here. You know, this digital system, everything is digital. You know, from cash to pretty much everything. Hell, you don't even gotta go to GameStop to buy a damn game. You just download it on your system. Just on all levels, everything is becoming digital. So we see this system coming about in the earth. And as we get closer and closer to the perfect day, things are becoming more clear and obvious of what it is. And one of those things that's made clear and obvious, that mark, the mark of the beast, is the microchip. And we see this system coming about. So I got this article, and it reads, Big Brother, come December 27th, every internet search will require digital ID verification in Australia. So you can see the clamps. Things are getting more tight, and you could say this Australia, this is a whole different time zone, a different region in the earth. But let's start off with this in the book of Revelation, the 3rd chapter. Because that's not just reserved over there. Just like when the crown came, it wasn't just gooks over there in China wearing masks. Everybody in the earth had a damn mask on, man. It was a requirement on all these continents. You better have that thing. So how much more when they really pull the trigger, when live bullets are flying? Revelation chapter 3 and 10 reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. See? So this is a global thing, a new world order. So yeah, you'll see certain things happen in Australia. You got the little point system in China. You know, other countries dealing with CBDCs. Hell, Sweden. You know, so much of the population already chipped. But all this shit gonna come together in one big system for everybody falls under. And not just because you in South America, that don't mean that you're gonna be left out, because they even got CBDCs down there and shit. You know, Amalek got his hands down, you know, touching certain, you know. So this is a global thing. So matter of fact, let me go back to this article because it mentions something. In the article it reads, I did not know until I ran across a post on X, but come December 27th, every internet search any person make will require digital ID verification before it can be completed. If the search engine provider fails to check for your ID, they face a $50 million fine for each breach of the law. Needless to say, I'm pretty sure that search engine will comply with the law. So yeah, you're gonna need that however many, that 19-digit code, or however many, whatever your damn ID says, before you can type up some shit. But that's gonna be on all levels. Your comings and goings is gonna require that thing. This is the reality that we coming into. That's why we hope the Lord keep us, man. Because it's gonna get to a point. A nigga can't get no chips. And it's already a dollar bag of chips. You're gonna need that chip for it. That's the reality. That's why we need Yahweh Shema Shai, man. The Lord to keep us, as we just read in Revelation 3rd chapter. Yahweh Shai, He will keep us from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Because it's going to be a requirement for you to be here. You're going to need it. So that's why we're going to lean on Yahweh Shai, man. Revelation 13:16, it reads, and He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. See? And when you go on to this word cause of, pretty much one of the definitions is to ordain or to constitute. So this is going to be law. This is going to be a decree. Just like in the time of Daniel, the 3rd chapter, when you're concerning the 3 holy children and them refusing to bow down to the image. That was a decree that the people had to bow down. And if you didn't, you will be put to death. So now we're seeing this in its perfection. Now the scripture speaks on that as well. What was written aforetime, ran for our learning. That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope to show you that these scenarios will once again play out in this lifetime. But we got something to go to. We got a standard. We got something to resort to. When we do go to those situations, we can go to the scriptures, man. And read the latter end of those men that trust in the Lord, they was delivered. But just going back to the point, in the 3 holy children, it was a decree that they should bow down to their image, man. So this is the same thing today. It's going to be a requirement. It's going to be a decree. For your comings, you to add your comings and going within this system, you're going to need that thing. That's a form of you bowing down to the image. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that's a sample size of what we're seeing now. Just this article itself, it's a requirement to have a digital ID to have an internet search. And then show you Esau is back against the wall, because why? You searching who the Edomites are. Mount Seir. You looking into the 12 Caesars of Rome, and you go into this man, his history. You look up certain words, and that's why you look up some a week ago. It's not even there now. So that show you of a intense time that we're in. And we really getting closer to that perfect day as we see these things coming on the planet Earth. But this is a reality. This mark coming on the planet Earth. The mark of the beast, which is the microchip. And just going back to the point, as you can see, it's a requirement to look up something on the internet come December 27 in Australia. But this is a global thing. And ultimately, this man will not he will not crown his enterprise a success. Let's get this in the book of Job chapter 5. And it's not Job 5. That's a good one too. Think about this one. Psalms chapter 140 and verse 8, it reads, "Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked." And what's his desires? Is to complete his new world order. Further not his wicked device. And that wicked device, of course, is a plan or evil scheme, a plot. But that scheme, that plot, that plan actually leads to a device, which is that microchip. That's a wicked invention. That's this nigga putting on digital shackles. Cause this paperwork already, form of shackles. Now the nigga finna put it in the form of ones and zeros. But it says, "Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves a lot." Yeah, because if this nigga was able to complete it, he'll be on top. But that's not the case. And that show you that's what this nigga is doing. It's really for him, an effort for him to keep his head above water. This is not an effort to upgrade the world and to make people's lives better. No, it's for him to make sure that he don't, fall out of power, man. For him to stay on top. And if the people get wrong, he turn the chips off. Or you type something up on the internet under your ID, that's your ass, But at the end of the day, the Lord is not gonna grant his desires. He's gonna disappoint him. But as we can see, this is a reality. That mark is the microchip, and we seeing this system coming about. So yeah, I just hope this will edify, and I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach his word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.